Hello children, welcome to another video lecture of computer. Today we are going to discuss about chapter number 4. In chapter number 4, we will be discussing about the character set used in Java language, various type of tokens available in Java. In that tokens we will have mainly literals and data types. So let us start the discussion of character set used in Java. See, character set means the possible characters that you can use in Java. There are various encoding systems used for computers. We have mainly ASCII code and Unicode as the character encoding systems. ASCII code was used earlier. Now most of the languages use Unicode. And two character encoding systems. One is ASCII, the most popular character encoding system. It's a 8-bit coding system. And Unicode, the latest one, it is having 16-bit coding system. So you may be asking, what is 8-bit coding system and 16-bit coding system? What is the difference? There is a big difference between this 8-bit and 16-bit. See, in ASCII, for representing one character, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits are used in the memory. You know, one bit means either a 0, otherwise 1. A 0, otherwise 1 is called a bit, because you are knowing every character in computer, it is represented through bits, zeros and 1. For representing, suppose for representing capital letter A, then computer uses a unique combination of zeros and ones, and it can maximum use 8 bits only. This is 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bit. So a unique combination will be made of zeros and 1 that will be used for representing A. Same as the case of B, and then A, small letter B, etc. What is the problem in this system? We have total 2 digits and we have the place memory allocated is 8 bits. So 2 to the power 8, that means 256 characters only can be represented in this system. No other characters can be represented. See, 256 means you can see capital letter A to Z, then small letter A to Z, 0 to 9 numbers, various other symbols that is found there on the keyboard. So all these makes up what? 256. So there is no scope for representing any other language. That is why there is a limitation for what? ASCII coding. See, do you know what is the full form of ASCII? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. That is the full form for ASCII. So, in order to solve the problem, the various developers generated a new coding system called Unicode. In this, they have replaced this 8 with 16. Okay, 8 instead of 8, 16. Okay, 16 bit. Then what will be the change? 2 to the power 16. Then you will have 65,536. These many characters. So you are able to represent these many characters. So this is enough for representing any language: Chinese, German, French, Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil. Any language can be represented nowadays in computer because of which coding system? The encoding system used by Unicode. Okay, Java also uses which system? Unicode. So there is a very two important questions here. One is the coding system used by Java. So you will answer what? Unicode. Then the number of bits reserved for representing one character in Java. So you will write 16 bits otherwise 2 bytes. Students, now we are going to discuss about various tokens available in Java. There are 5 tokens available in Java. They are keywords, literals, operators, identifiers and punctuators. See, let me write a Java statement like int c is equal to a plus b. Okay, otherwise one more statement int c is equal to 5 plus 8. These two are Java statements. You can identify this each part. See, int, this is what? It's a keyword. Now c, this is an identifier. Now is equal to, it's an operator, and a, it is a literal. Now punctuator, see, this is a punctuator. Okay, now consider this statement. In this, int is, as I said, it is keyword. Now c is identifier. Now equal to, it is operator. Now this 5, it is literal. Now plus, it is again operator. Now 8 is again literal. Now this is what? The punctuator. Now whatever I have written over here, that you can identify from a Java statement. So each individual units of a Java program, it is called what? Token. We are studying about token now. So each individual units of a Java program, it is called tokens. So we are going to study about various tokens available in Java. So we are going to discuss about keywords first. Keywords are the reserved words which is available in Java, and they are having particular meaning when it is compiled. So keywords are special words, they are having special meaning in Java. See, if, for, while, class, and 2 keywords, it is not keywords, actually reserved words, constant and goto, const and goto, they are reserved words, but these are what? Keywords. Now there is a difference between reserved word and keywords. So I told you, those words which is already reserved for the special purpose of Java, special meaning is there, that can be, those words can be only used for that special purpose, not for our regular work. Okay, so here 2 words I have declared, they are in a circle. Okay, here 2 words I have circled, and the other words I have, there are 50 keywords available in Java. How many keywords are there? 50. And I have written very few only in the textbook. It is mentioned, everything is mentioned. So these all are reserved, all words are reserved, and those words which is having special meaning already declared there in the language, it is called what? Keywords. So if, for, while, class, etc. are what? Keywords. Some words are discontinued, they are not used right now. Okay, for example, const and goto, they are not used right now. So it is called what? Reserved. They are only reserved, they are not having any particular meaning. That's why this keywords, all keywords are reserved, but all reserved words are not keywords. Is it clear? So keywords cannot be used for any other purpose, as I told you. Is it clear? Next we are going to discuss about identifiers. Identifiers, see, identifier, the name itself, there is a meaning, identify something. Okay, so here in a program you need to identify the variable names, the class, function name, array name, etc. So we can say variable names, function name, wherever you give name in a program, it is called what? Identifier. So identifiers are used to identify something. What is that something in Java? That something is what? the names given for various parts of a Java program like class name, variable name, method name, array name, etc. Wherever you give name, all those names are known as what? Identifiers. See, in school you are identified with your name. Okay, we call you with your name. Name is very important. So here identifiers means same thing only. Identify something. That something is class name, variable name, etc. Okay, there are certain rules for identifiers. First rule is you cannot give any name as identifier. If you wanted to give a name for the class or a variable, then there are certain rules. The first rule is it must not be a keyword. Means the simple thing is keywords, as I have explained just now, those keywords, there are 50 keywords I told you. Those keywords cannot be used as identifiers. So if you write a name, okay, int if is equal to 15, this is wrong. Because why? Because if is a keyword, so it cannot be used. So it must not be a keyword. Second, the special symbols that you can use, there are only two special symbols that you can use. You can see on the keyboard there are many special symbols, but you are allowed to use for the identifier name as only two. One is underscore, the second one is dollar symbol. This is underscore, okay, it's not a hyphen, it's underscore. These are the two symbols. Suppose you are giving a name as, see, int p then space q is equal to 15. See, a name I have declared like a int p then space then q equal to 15. It is invalid because the special symbol that you have used over here is space, that cannot be used. Suppose you wanted to join this p and q, then what can be used? Underscore can be used. Now it must not begin with a digit. Names what you are declaring, it should not start with a digit. See, for example, if you write int 8pq is equal to 15, this is invalid because you have started this variable name with a digit 8. Okay, but you can use numbers but not this way. Int pq8 is equal to 15. This is not a problem. Okay, 8 is used afterwards, not in the starting, so it can be used. It should not begin with a digit, that's all. Now it can be of any length. Length is not a problem, but I recommend you to use a variable name which is meaningful and less lengthy, short and meaningful. Now it's a case sensitive. If you declare int p is equal to 10 and int p is equal to 10, both are different. This is capital letter and this is small letter, because Java is a case sensitive language. Uppercase and lowercase characters will be treated as different. Now we are going to discuss about literals. There are 6 literals: integer literal, floating literals, boolean literal, character literal, string literal, the null literal. These are the various type of literals available in Java. Literal in other languages it is known as constants. What it is called? Constants. They won't change the value. You are knowing that 8 is equal to 8 only, 10 is equal to 10 only. Those values what you have storing to a variable, they are called literals. See, integer literal means, see this integer literal, I am discussing about this part. Okay, all the places, the right hand side of the equal to symbol, what I have written, that is the literal. Integer literal means integers in Java. Please remember, integer in Java means a number which does not have any decimal part. Integers in Java means a number which is not having any decimal part. So integer literal means it is a number without any decimal. Okay, so integer category is that only. Now Floating literal means numbers with decimal. Numbers with decimal. I have written two floating decimals over here. Okay, one is with the float and the other one is with the double. I will explain this float and double what is it afterwards. But remember this part. If I write 5.8, see point gain. If I write 4.8, see point gain. Then if you are writing a number with decimal, it is what? Floating point literal. Now Boolean literal. Boolean literal means it can have only two values, either true otherwise false. While writing true or false, please remember this true will be like this and false will be like this. Okay, it will be written in lower case characters. Okay, why? Because Java is a case sensitive language. The developers of Java declared this keyword like this only. There is no particular reason. They have done like that. That's why we can use the words like this only. So Boolean means there are only two literal, that is true and false. Okay, no other Boolean literal are available. Number, integer category, there are infinite number of numbers available. Float also infinite. This is only true and false. Now character. Character literal means any character in single quote. That is also in plenty, because you have any character, even numbers also kept in single quote, it qualifies for. If you write this, then it's a character literal. If you write, see, P small letter, it's a character literal. So what do you mean by character literal? Means any character or digit or special symbol which is kept in single quotes. Now string literal means any combination of character. It can be one or many. Any combination of character in double quotes. Okay, if you keep this in double quotes, it is what? It is, then it is what? It's a string constant. If you make this also, it's a string constant. Suppose you are writing LFS in double quotes, then it is string constant. So string constant, otherwise string literal means what? Any number of character which is enclosed in double quotes. Now there is the last literal, that is called a null literal. This is null literal. Okay, null is a special character in Java, that is called a null literal. Okay, so I am once again summarizing. See, integer literal, floating literal. Integer literal means numbers with a without a decimal. Then floating literal means numbers with decimal. Boolean means true or false. Character means any character in single quote. Then string literal means any number of characters in double quotes. Null means null literal only. Okay. Now see, integer literal. Integer literal can be three. There is a categorization for integer literals. One is decimal, then octal, then hexadecimal. The simple meaning is you can write numbers in different formats in computer. In day-to-day life, which number system you are using? You are using decimal number system. What do you mean by decimal number system? A number system which uses 10 symbols. Which are those symbols? In decimal, we use 0 to 9 as the symbols. See, the total number of symbols is equal to 10. That's why decimal. Deci means 10. So the number system having the base as 10. Base 10 means number of characters that you can use. Number of symbols that you can use is 10. Octal number system. In octal number system, we have 0 to 7. These are the, you cannot use 8 in this. Can you use 9? No. Only 0 to 7. Okay. Octa means what? 8. So 0 to 7 makes 8 symbols. Now hexadecimal. Hexa means what? 6. Decimal means 10. So total 16. So we have only 3 to 9 digits you are knowing now, plus English alphabet, capital letter A to F also will be used. A means what? 10. Now B means 11. Then C means this is 12. D means 13. E means 14 and F means 15. This is what hexadecimal number system. So what you wanted to know is you can write in computer these three methods of numbers. Okay, either you can write decimal when you write simple numbers. Okay, whenever you write numbers simply, then it will be considered as decimal. And you can make that same number in octal also, and the same number can be written in hexadecimal also. The conversion of number system you have learned in class 7. Okay, I think you are remembering. Now how to differentiate these numbers? Okay, if you write 7, then this 7 can be of decimal, it can be of octal, it can be of hexadecimal. Then how you will differentiate? If I am writing a 7 like simply a 7, then it will be decimal. Now if you are writing 07, then it will be what? 0 if you are adding and in the beginning, then it will be octal. And if you write 0x7, then this will be what? This will be hexadecimal. So there is an important question. What is the difference between 7 and 07? What is the difference between these two? The difference between these two are this is decimal integer literal and this is octal integer literal. The last token that you are going to discuss is the punctuators. These are the punctuators. Okay. This is semicolon, comma, then the parenthesis, then square bracket, curly bracket. These are having various functions when they are used in Java program. Okay. See, for example, if you wanted to write int a comma b, means see same type of integer variable I have declared 2. In order to declare the same type, I have differentiated it with the comma symbol, and this semicolon indicates the termination of the particular statement. Is it clear? So the same way there are various functions for this, and that functions will be explained afterwards only, because just understand separators. Punctuators are also called separators, and they are having various meaning. Students, now we are going to discuss about escape sequences. Escape sequences in Java are used for special purpose. See, when you write a character like see this question mark, otherwise you can see this one, otherwise double quotes. If you write these characters in Java, they are having special meaning assigned there in the language itself. It's already assigned a certain meaning. If you write question mark, there is a meaning in Java. Okay. Now if you write single quote, then there is a meaning. I already told that meaning. What is that meaning? It is used for representing character literals. If you write double quotes, then it is used for writing string literals. So this is having meaning. And if I wanted to use this as double quotes only, in the real meaning of double quotes I wanted to use this. In the real meaning of single quote I wanted to use it. Then in Java it is already meaning is assigned, so we cannot use it. So there is a way where you can use this symbols as with its original meaning. It is by using escape sequence. Okay. See, backspace. If you wanted to use backspace, then \b will be used. Now, suppose you wanted to print this single quotes, then if you wanted to print A, B, C, then slash single quotes P, Q, R. Okay. If you are writing like this, then what will be printed? A, B, C, then single quote P, Q, R will be printed. Okay, because this represents one character. What is that character? Single quotes. Okay, if you write single quote over here in your directly in your text, then it will be having another meaning. That's why. Is it clear for you? Now you are writing a string, okay, like PQR. Okay, here you are putting double quotes and X, Y, Z you are writing. Okay, now see, this is having a special meaning. If you wanted to print this as the particular symbol, then you have to use this word like this. So the original double quotes will be printed in place of this. Is it clear? So this all represent one character only. Is it clear? So this is double quote backslash. This is not front slash. This is wrong. You have to write backslash. Okay, backslash, single quote, then double quotes. This all will be used along with the backslash only. So this is new line, horizontal tab and a backspace. These two, this 1, 2, then 3, then 4. These are important, very important. And whatever I have written over here, these all are important. But these are the ones you need to make tick mark on your page number 50 and learn. Okay. Now we are going to see the use of new line. Suppose you are writing a statement like system.out.println hello, then backslash n. This I told you, new line, Java. Then its output will be hello will be printed and Java will be printed on the next line, because this is a new line character. After printing it, the cursor will be shifted to the new line. Now instead of this, if you are giving slash t means horizontal tab. After printing hello, a space will be given, fixed number of space. A fixed number of space will be given by Java, that is slash t. So these are the escape sequences of Java. Now see, in order to represent null, we have slash 0. This is one character and it represents what? Null character. Is it clear? And the hexadecimal representation, the Unicode character null is represented like this, slash u. See, this is null, escape through escape sequence, and this is also null, but it is the Unicode character. Slash u followed by how many zeros? 4 zeros. So it represents one character. What is it? Null. This is Unicode character null. This is the escape sequence null. Is it clear? So children, that is all about the literals, various tokens and the character set in Java. So we will be meeting with another video, the continuation video of this chapter itself, in the next video lecture. So once again, take care of yourself. Bye bye.